Napoli are dominating Serie A, but Milan and Inter, struggling in the league, have reached the Champions League semis, while Juventus have had highs and lows on and off the pitch. These are only some of the reasons why, according to editor Lorenzo Bettoni, this is the craziest Serie A season ever. Serie A is not like the Champions League. Milan boss Stefano Pioli had warned Napoli ahead of their Champions League meetings earlier this month. The Parma-born coach was right. The Partenopei are on the verge of winning their third Serie A title ever, the first one since 1990, and have earned 18 points more than the Rossoneri so far. Nevertheless, Pioli's boys secured a 2-1 win on aggregate in the Champions League quarterfinals, eliminating the Partenopei and qualifying for the semis for the first time in 16 years. Milan were the underdogs, but they still managed to eliminate the Serie A leaders who had reached the Champions League Final 8 for the first time in history. Pioli's men have failed to retain the Scudetto, and the same had done Inter in the previous campaign, seeing their city rivals lift the trophy for the first time in over a decade. The Nerazzurri have been perhaps the most disappointing giant in Serie A this season, collecting 11 defeats from 30 matches. Following Juventus' appeal to Cani, they sit 6th in the table, 5 points below Jose Mourinho's Roma in 4th. Watch more AC Milan videos on. However, the Nerazzurri have also earned a spot in the Champions League semi-finals, for the first time since 2010 when the Special One won an unforgettable treble at the Stadio Giuseppe Meazza. It's been an eventful Serie A campaign so far, with surprising results and unlikely heroes almost every weekend. Surely the packed fixture list caused by the World Cup played between November and December has been a major factor in the club's inconsistency. Napoli have been by far the best team in the league, but lost on European soil to a Serie A opponent. Milan and Inter were beyond disappointing in Serie A, but one of them will play in the Champions League final in Istanbul in June. What else? Well, how to forget Juventus? The old lady was eliminated from the Champions League group phase for the first time since 2013, and Massimiliano Allegri was under severe pressure at the beginning of the campaign. Once they managed to climb the table, they were docked 15 points in January due to financial irregularities. The penalty stood for barely 3 months. The Bianconeri partially won their appeal to Cani, getting those points back, and waiting for a new verdict from the FIG. This is undoubtedly the worst-case scenario for Italian football, but confirms that this will go down as the craziest Serie A season in history. The Bianconeri could meet Mourinho's Roma in the Europa League final, and the Special Ones team has also brought plenty of entertainment so far this term. They may not be the most spectacular team out there, but watching games at the Stadio Olimpico has been as thrilling as ever, with the Giallorossi's home always sold out in league games this term. Despite Juventus' verdict, Roma remain in the top 4, with Milan and Inter currently out. The Giallorossi's city rivals Lazio have been eliminated from Europa and Conference League, but are Napoli's closest opponents in the league, 14 points below Maurizio Sarri's ex-club. Fiorentina have paid a high price for a slow start in Serie A, but are unbeaten in the league since February 12. The Tuscans have qualified for the Conference League semis and are on the verge of qualifying for the Coppa Italia final. The race for survival will bring further drama and unpredictability in the last 8 games, with Hellas Verona just 3 points below Spezia and 5 from Lecce. Cremonese also have hope after winning the last 2 league matches. They have only managed 3 victories in Serie A this term, but eliminated Napoli and Roma from the Coppa Italia qualifying for the semi-finals. Enough to say we've never witnessed a season as crazy as this one. Thanks for watching my video.